So I'm making my 5th video today. Why? Because there's some interesting news that came up. I want to talk about it. First of all, Nikola is getting shorted by Citron Research. Citron came out and congratulated Hindenburg for exposing what appears to be a total fraud with Nikola. Citron will cover half of all the legal expenses. You can slap the truth away. Explains why Milton sold at $10 this June. Nikola response warrants an SEC investigation to maintain integrated of the EV market. So, back in the day when Hindenburg came out and shorted Afria, Citron actually defended Afria, but this time Citron is actually agreeing with Hindenburg. Monday is going to be very interesting for Nikola because supposedly Nikola is coming out with information that counteracts the short seller report. So we'll see what happens, but right now I think Trevor Milton's on the run. Either that or he's heading to Europe to prove them wrong or something like that. But he's not in the United States right now. He's going to Europe. So, and then the second thing I want to talk about is Gamestop. Gamestop is going to be the next blockbuster. The reason why I mentioned Gamestop in here because I came across a video that was very interesting and I'm going to play it. Gamestop is already heavily shorted, but I'm hoping short sellers keep shorting it and bringing down the stock price because I have a put option on GameStop at $5.50 and I'm hoping to cash in on that when the market opens on Monday. Maybe I'll buy some $5 put options too because I'm really bearish on GameStop, and I think eventually it's going, by the end of the week, I think GameStop's gonna head back to $4. But that's my opinion and I don't know for sure. So we'll see what happens, but I'm very bearish on GameStop right now. So I really think GameStop is going to go down more. But at the end of the day, even if I'm bearish, big money can easily counteract this because it has such a tight float that big money can come in and pump this stock back up. Because at the end of the day, big money ultimately controls the market. But right now, just from a charting perspective, it looks like it's downtrending. And the fact that it's just getting so many negative feedback all over YouTube, I think that it's going to head down further. So I'm going to play the bear on the GameStop. If I see a pop, I'll probably buy some more put options. That's my plan moving forward. And NVIDIA will be the third subject of this video. And NVIDIA is going to buy ARM's holdings from SoftBank for $40 billion. And they're going to be paying about $12 billion in cash, and the rest is going to be in stock. SoftBank paid $31.4 billion in 2016 for the company, and NVIDIA is buying the company off of SoftBank for $40 billion. So I think NVIDIA got a really sweet deal on this. I think SoftBank just wants to get rid of this asset because they want the cash. So I really think that NVIDIA can do something amazing with ARM, and I'm very excited to see what kind of future products NVIDIA has for ARM, the ARM technology. And now let's move on to the, Review USA talking about how GameStop is going to be the next blockbuster.
Console smaller and make it a huge selling point. Well, digital distribution has hit GameStop hard. Back in 2009, it only made up about 20% of all game sales, and by 2018, it's up to 83% of all game sales are digital. 20% in 2009 to 83%. That's absolutely devastating for GameStop, which is a brick and mortar store that relies on physical game sales. And remember, used games where people traded those games back in were GameStop's biggest profit maker because they would give you chump change for the game you traded in, and then they would resell it for insane amounts of money. Sometimes if it was a new release you were trading in, they would sell it for only $5 cheaper. Well, due to the fact that GameStop is hurting, to put it nicely, because of digital distribution and people simply not going in the stores anymore, last year they closed 321 stores that were underperforming. Then in March, right when COVID-19 started to hit, GameStop closed another 300 stores. But it still ain't enough. This comes from PCMag.com, then we will discuss. As CNN reports, GameStop's second quarter revenue came in below analyst expectations, even though online sales increased by 800% because people were buying games digitally due to being home and quarantined because of the pandemic. The company's reaction to this is to increase the number of store closures happening this year from 300 to 450 globally. GameStop CFO James Bell also said in an earnings call this week that there's more to do, which means more store closures will be happening in 2021. We don't know how many yet, though for now, GameStop continues to operate 5,122 retail stores worldwide, which is still a hell of a lot of stores. Look, I don't know what really else can be said about GameStop at this point. I'm not going to rehash all the billion other videos I've covered, but there's no way they can be saved. The ship, they could hire Reggie Fils-Aimé, they could hire Elon Musk, they could hire Jeff Bezos, they could hire Bill Gates as the super team over at on GameStop's board. It don't matter. It doesn't matter, I mean to say. Better English, it doesn't matter. Because their business model is dying. Physical games are going away, and they can't be Netflix of video games where like third-party developers actually have their games resold or streamed from them if they opened up like an all-digital GameStop, because all the companies want their own piece of the pie. Activision's going to have their own game streaming service and digital distribution service. EA, you have Steam, you have all these developers trying to make, you have Epic Game Store. Do you think that any of these different developers are going to go, we're going to miss out on a cut of money, give a cut of money to GameStop to resell our games online and through digital distribution or cloud gaming? There's not a chance in hell. There's absolutely not. So they can't even go that route. They could try the tournaments, which won't work. They could try to become a retro game seller, which there's no way there's enough money in that. That's a niche market. They could try whatever they want to, but the days of GameStop are done, and it's inevitable that they're going to become the next blockbuster. This is Rich Review.
I totally agree with him. I totally agree with him. I think that GameStop's going to be the next blockbuster. I'm hoping short sellers pile onto this on Monday because I want to make money off of my put options. But if, let's say Monday came and it popped to $6.50, probably going to be buying some more put options on it because I'm really bearish on GameStop and I think that it's going to collapse. But that's my opinion, and we'll see if that happens. Nikola is going to be interesting on Monday because supposedly this Trevor Milton's going to release some kind of information on Monday that will counteract all the research Hindenburg did, and we'll see what happens. But that's, I like short sellers because they try to keep a company honest by exposing the corruption inside the company, and Nikola has a lot of corruption in my opinion. So yeah, NVIDIA Corporation, I think NVIDIA is going to be green Monday from this deal with ARM, buying out ARM for $40 billion. I think investors are going to like it and they're going to push the stock price up. That's my opinion. We'll see what happens. Anyways, okay, I only gotta last another minute. And if NVIDIA is going up, I think AMD is going up to pre-market. Pre-market right now is green. So I think tomorrow will be a green day. I don't think tomorrow is going to be a red day, but I could be wrong. We'll see. Anything's possible in the market, but I'm 90% sure tomorrow is going to be green. Intel, I think Intel stock's going to suffer tomorrow. in my opinion. Because if NVIDIA is buying out ARM, they're going to go after the server market for Intel and offer ARM CPU server products with NVIDIA GPUs. Yeah, so that's what I think. We'll see what happens. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe for future updates and have a great day. Bye.